now joined by Carl Pope of the Sierra Club. Welcome to the summit.
Great to be with you.
Now, for those unfamiliar with the Sierra Club, there may be a few out there, can you give us a bit of background of your organization?
Sure, we're about 115 years old, and we've been working since that time to try to protect the natural and human environment. And our key value proposition is that we have about 800,000 households that are members of the Sierra Club that provide us with our financial support and that also do most of our work. We have about 20,000 volunteers who spend more than 5 hours a week in their communities doing various kinds of activities designed to make sure that government and business are doing the right thing for the environment. So we're in the accountability business.
Now, you must have a unique insight given that you've been in the environmental business for such a long time. Has there been immense changes in the last few years? What's been your observations?
Well, I think the biggest change in the last 5 years or so, 5 years ago, our grassroots leaders, these 20,000 people I talked about, told us they wanted us to concentrate our energy on climate change. That was the big issue for the next decade. And the thing that is unique about climate change is it's not primarily about stopping bad things. Yes, you have to stop bad ideas like new coal-fired power plants and tar sands and mountaintop removal mining. But then you also have to make sure that you have in place lots of good things, good solutions, because we already have a lot of coal-fired power plants. We're already burning a lot of gasoline. We're already putting too much greenhouse pollution into the atmosphere. So we had to actually shift gears from being an organization that had to worry only about stopping bad things. We had to become an organization that also learned how to make good things happen, and it's a shift. I'll give you a very simple one example that I'm actually the most excited about right now is it turns out that about 1/5 of the world doesn't have any electricity at all. About 1.2 billion people on the planet, no electricity, no lights, no fans, no radios. Turns out those people do actually burn fossil fuel. They don't burn very much, but they burn kerosene. They have little kerosene lanterns. And actually providing them with solar electricity, if you do the financing right, is now cheaper than having them continue to burn kerosene. In addition to which, of course, A, the kerosene is a health hazard, B, it's a fossil fuel when it pollutes the climate, and C, if we could get 1/5 of the planet onto renewable electricity at the beginning, that's a huge base for a whole different energy future. And it's actually, it would take maybe $8 billion in upfront capital to carry that process through for the whole world. So we have huge opportunities that we never had before.
That's an exciting proposition. Is the Sierra Club involved in working
We are trying to get that. We're trying to get that to be one of the things that could come out of Copenhagen. We're trying to say to people, look, there are going to be a lot of disagreements in Copenhagen on the argument about who's going to stop doing bad stuff first. Why don't we have another conversation about the good things that we can do together, and banishing darkness from the planet would be one of those good things.
Excuse me. When you say you want to have your voice heard in Copenhagen, how does one go about actually doing that?
Well, you have to do it well in advance, but if you get to Copenhagen, if your idea isn't on the table, you're probably not going to get it on the table. So we're talking to people in the United States. I blog about it. We do media interviews. We have a partnership in India with people who work on this. We're trying to get the word out there so that as the people who are going to Copenhagen, they're going to have a hard time. It's going to be a tough negotiation. They're going to be looking for where's something we can agree on. And we want to have this idea out there so that they can rally around it.
Very good. Carl Pope, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much. Terrific to be with you.